Yo, I got banned from EXU, and here's how it went down. I did nothing wrong, man. I did nothing whatsoever. I got banned. I didn't even know I got banned. I didn't get no email. I didn't get no explanation. I didn't get no chance to explain myself. I just got banned. I got a message from Red that I got banned from EXU. EXU doesn't even message me to tell me that I'm banned. So I got banned for my field spell searching effect, or I jokingly told the world that I searched a wicked booster monster. I didn't search a wicked booster monster. Anyone with a brain would realize it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a good joke at the time. The new balance rules are going on. Oh, haha, shifter for game. It's a joke. It's just like Fallen liking men. It's a joke. Welcome, Custom Car fans. My name is Aurora, and I'm here to bring you the Battleground report of Battlegrounds 20. We'll be taking a look at the top players in this casual competition, what they played, and how they fared in the lead up to the finals. But first, we must address the fallen competitors. 24 players entered Battlegrounds 20, and the 20 who did not emerge in Top Cut were playing Burning Abyss, Goo T, Magical Musket, Magistus, Exodia, Mutant, Childream, Galaxieve, Sky Striker, Chaos Performer, Minion Hunter, Chirurgeon, Plunder Patrol, Plant Link, Paleozoic Frog, Rika, Divergence, and Lair of Darkness Control. Before we get into the top 4, however, we must recognise those who only just lost out on the top cut. In 8th was Lyoko, playing Goo T. A deck that has seen consistent success due to its strong control strategy, Goo T revolves around its archetypal DPE, backed up with floodgates and other back row to pilot a game. In 7th was Sok on Paleozoic Frog. This 60 card list took advantage of cards like Rise to Full Height as a defensive option while putting on the pressure with a bevy of pop 2 traps to support the strong Paleozoic engine. Nightmare was in 6th, playing Sky Striker. This list made a use of a number of interesting spell techs, like Gathering Magic, allowing them to recuperate advantage very easily, and looping Sky Striker Mobilize Unleash in order to get as many searches a turn as possible. 5th place was taken up by Orc, playing Plunder Patrol. With the new Wind Ship Link monster, she took the deck very close to the finals, but was just out of reach. The finisher in 4th place was Ravenclaw, playing Luminary. Luminary, which I am unsure as to how to pronounce, is a deck focused around changing the names of monsters on the field to Luminary Fan, using that to utilize powerful bonus effects of the deck's multitude of spells and traps. What it lacks are big beaters, and as such Raven was playing a Kaiju engine to supplement their build. Round 1 was a rough loss to Orcs Plunder Patrol, 2-0, and round 2 was a pass due to a drop. Round 3 was when Raven picked up their win against Scarifar's Exodia, and though round 4 was also a drop, they managed to get into finals after an impressive 2-0 finish against Foal's Divergence. Once there, however, they were beaten by the 1st place finisher, and then again by the 3rd place finisher, thus settled into 4th with a relatively unimpressive 2-2-3 streak. The 3rd place finisher was Spaghetti, playing Exorcister. His list was well refined, playing powerful board breakers like Dark Ruler No More in the main deck, as well as cards that stop the board from being constructed in the first place like Dimension Shifter, while cards like Exorcister Pax and Pot of Prosperity were being used to find the limited Exorcister Martha. Round 1 was an unfortunate start, losing 2-0 to the 2nd place finisher, and round 2 was uneventful with a no-show duel. He very quickly picked up the pace as he went against matchups that really care about their graveyard being online, such as Butabara's Burning Abyss in round 3, Lyoko's Goo T in round 4, and Sok's Paleo Frogs in round 5. He ended up losing again to the 2nd place finisher in semi-finals, however, but did beat Raven to take 3rd place with a decent 4-1-2 record. In 2nd place was Harpy, playing Wicked Booster. The deck that just keeps going no matter what nerfs they're given, and I do hope we see more of this deck as it has gone through yet another problem report. The Spanish-centric deck was played in a deck list saturated with strong cards like Dimension Shifter, Allure of Darkness, and 3 of most of the Wicked Booster cards. Round 1 started well, beating Spag's Exorcister, and they kept it up in round 2 against Luigi's Rika Sun Avalon. Round 3 was a loss against the tournament's eventual winner, and round 4 was a no-show. Round 5 managed to put Harpy securely in finals as they beat Orcs Plunder Patrol, and they did well initially by beating Exorcister again in the semis, but lost out on the top spot and stayed in 2nd with another 4-1-2 record. Placing 1st place was, this time, Fizzy Izzy and Heroic Meowly, playing Magispector. After bouncing around the edges of victory for quite some time, this deck was finally able to take the top spot in glorious fashion. It takes advantage of the Magispector's stickiness through their protection effects to keep Secret Village of the Spellcasters online, and uses Magispector Dog Inukami to generate massive advantage. Everywhere Meowli went this tournament, there was carnage. Round 1 saw the loss of Refuse's Mutants, Round 2 the fall of Cole's Magistus, and Round 3 the loss of Harpy's Wicked Booster. Round 4 was against Orcs Plunders, and Round 5 against Knights Sky Strikers, but both were defeated to allow Meowli entry into finals. His semi-finals duel against Ravenclaw's Luminaries left the latter in defeat, and he went on to beat Harpy's Wicked Booster once again in finals, giving him a 7-0-0 record, and a match that we now shall watch. This is the finals duel of Battlegrounds 20. Heroic Meowli is in blue, and this is Harpy in red, even though it's not the same username. Meowli is going to win the die roll and is going to go first. And let's take a look at these hands here. This is a pretty decent open for Meowli. Seeing both Yata and QB is quite nice, although I think he does probably want to see a Bambuku at some point over the course of his turn. Whereas Harpy has seen enough Wicked Booster names and 2 hand traps, although its Infinite Impermanence is completely useless. Let's see how it goes. Meowli is going to normal summon Magispector Crow Yata and then activate its effect in order to add from the deck to hand a Magispector trap card, which will probably be Tornado here since Tempest is already in hand. Huh? Hold on. No, that can't be right. I'm literally looking at his deck list right now. He has 3 Tempest double Tornado. Meowli. What's going on? Oh, spell. Yata's spells. QB's. I should know this. I've played Magispector. Yes, that is all of the Magispector spell cards in the deck. Goodness, I am an absolute onion. Right, so it's going to be normal summoning Inukami, revealing the 2 Cyclones. That's going to get negated. That's just probably going to be the end of the turn, right? Set Cyclone, Tempest, pass. Set Cyclone, Tempest, pass. There's going to be a draw for Harpy, and they're going to draw into Shifter. A turn too late, I'm afraid, even though it doesn't really do anything against Magispectors. Anyway, we're going to normal summon Wicked Booster Metal Maestro and use its effect to search for a Wicked Booster spell or trap. Why are we flipping a coin? Misclick, I see. Tempest is going to trigger, attributing the Inukami to negate and destroy that monster. Then we're going to go Wicked Trailblaze in order to search from the deck to the hand a Wicked Booster MP. We're then going to set 1 and we're going to pass the turn, unfortunately having no way elsewise to make a monster. Ogama is a really good draw here. We're going to normal summon Ogama and we're going to activate it. Unfortunately, it cannot be targeted. Sag, set a Tempest from the deck, link off Ogama to summon another Inukami, and then activate the effect of the Inukami in order to reveal the Cyclone and the QB. We're going to excavate top 7 here, as this card is crazy. And we're going to see only 2 cards we can add to the hand here, Bumbuku and Bumbuku. We cannot add Majesty Pegasus since it is not a Magispector card. So we're going to add the double Bumbuku to hand. And then we're going to place everything back onto the bottom of the deck. As I've recently learned, that is where they go. They don't get shuffled in. You live and you learn. And then we're going to scale Bumbuku and we're going to scale QB. Luckily, these are the correct scales that we need to have. 2 to 5. Pendulum summoning an Ogama from the extra deck and the Bumbuku from the hand. Bumbuku's effect is going to trigger on summon from the hand in order to search from the deck to the hand the Magispector Fox QB. We're then going to normal summon the... No, we're not going to normal summon the QB because we've already normal summoned Ogama, of course. Then we're going to just go direct for some damage, taking 3,500 from the Bumbuku, the Ogama, and the Inukami, setting the final Cyclone from the hand now that we have 3 monsters on the field and passing the turn. We're going to see a draw of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, which really isn't going to do too much now that Meowli's done all of his combos. We're going to be normal summoning a Wicked Booster MP, triggering its effect to banish a Wicked Booster monster from the hand for cost, which is going to be Turbo Leader to draw 1 card. That's a pretty decent draw, except I don't think we can actually do anything with it. And no, we cannot do anything with it because it was drawn And then we're going to negate the effect of that Metal Maestro, or no, Turbo Leader, sorry. Turbo Leader with the Majesty's Tempest, or Magispector Tempest. Thinking on res, and on res we're going to go for Cyclone, tributing Inukami to pop the MP. Prosperity cannot be activated here, because it was in fact drawn by the effect of MP. We are going to see off the top Allure of Darkness. Which, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. There was nothing that Harpy could do in that situation. They had all of their disruption that targeted was completely useless and just would not do anything against Meowli's board. Let's take a look at these hands. Turbo Leader is really nice to see. I think this one's the one that banishes one from deck, so it's basically the entire combo on its own. Fusion and Onslaught are really nice cards to see, obviously. And Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and Evenly Matched as well, just for being able to sort out whatever Meowli's doing. Meowli, on the other hand, is also sided into Evenly Matched, but also has a suite of strong Magispectors in QB, Bumbuku, and Yata, as well as an anti-human intelligence Misaya. I guess this is so that we can banish Garland's Spell and Traps. I suppose. Because it doesn't really do anything, against their monsters, since their monsters want to be banished. An interesting choice to not side out of, because this is in Meowli's main deck. So we're going to start off by going Turbo Leader, banishing the MP. MP's effect will special summon a token. Then we are going to link summon with the Wicked Booster Turbo Leader to summon the, Protomotor. Set the Fusion and the Onslaught and pass the turn. Then we're going to go to Meowli's turn, which will go then Battle Phase immediately to activate Evenly Matched. What did he draw off the top? Bumbuku. Of course he do. Of course he did. Onslaught will be triggered here to negate the activation of the Evenly Matched, which will then allow Meowli to just go off as much as he can, I guess, during the main phase 2. On Bumbuku, we're going to Ash, and then we're going to activate Fusion, and I'm assuming we're going to Fusion summon the Monster Pop so that Meowli just doesn't get any searches. Unfortunately, this targets and destroys, both of which Bumbuku is immune to. The monster we're sending to the graveyard here is the Metal Maestro, which will be able to be banished at some point in order to take control of a monster the opponent controls. Is that a targeted effect? Then never mind. Oh, it's so silly how all of these Magispectors are just completely immune to almost all forms of conventional removal. Inukami's going to get Link summoned here, revealing the Bumbuku and the Yata, and excavating the top 7. We're going to see added to the hand here the Magispector Cyclone and the Magispector Tempest, just so that we can get some extra back row. Xseed, Ash Blossom, Evenly Matched, Xseed, and Droll and Lockbird is going to go straight back into the deck. And then we're going to add back those monsters that we've revealed to the hand. We're then going to, I'm assuming, Pen Scale. Yeah, we're going to Pen Scale QB, and we're going to Pen Scale Bumbuku. Pen Summon the Bumbuku from the extra deck first of all, as well as the Yata from the hand. We're then going to trigger the effect of Yata to search for another Magispector Cyclone. And then we're going to probably just set 3, go to end phase, right? Misaya's effect is going to activate. Revealing this card in your hand, you add 1 Pendulum monster from your hand or card from your Pendulum zone to its owner's effect extra deck face up, and then if you do special summon this card, if another monster is normal special summon while you control this card, send that monster to the graveyard at the end of this turn. Okay. So we're going to go Misaya, and we're going to return to the hand return to the extra deck the Bumbuku, and summon itself, setting 3 from the hand and passing the turn. We're going to draw, and it's going to be Droll and Lockbird. How completely and utterly useless. We're going to activate the effect of Protomotor. Protomotor's effect is going to banish the Turbo Leader for cost, and then we're going to copy its effects, I think is what this does, yeah. No, it just becomes the same original name, but that's not the point, because the point is, this is the point. Meowli has activated this. Do you know how much I hate this animation? It means I can't click next play to keep the plays coming. I now have to click fast forward. If you use this in a replay, I am not going to be happy with you. Like, I respect Meowli, but just stop. Okay, we're going to activate Turbo Leader on Banish. It's going to get negated by Tempest by tributing the Inukami. We're going to beat over the Bambuku with the Crush Motor. Yata's going to beat over the... Oh, I don't need to do this anymore. Yata's going to beat over the Protomotor, and in the draw phase of Harpy, we're going to get met with Crush Motor. Or by Lancia, sorry. Like that really matters at all. We're going to go battle phase. We're going to beat in with the Crush Motor. This is a massive blunder, technically, because at the end of the... Oh, no, it's not because of our Lancia. Whoops! We're going to go... We're not going to do anything with Crush Motor because it can't banish itself. And it can't banish anything from the graveyard either to negate that Cyclone. Meowli's drawn Ogama. Ogama's a pretty good card. We're going to pen scale Ogama, and we're going to special summon from the extra deck the Bambuku. Then trigger the effect of the Bambuku and trigger the effect of the Misaya. Since the monster was normal summoned, it will be sent to the graveyard during the end phase of this turn. Since that is a mandatory effect. Searching Magispector, Fox, QB. I'm interested as to why Meowli isn't searching something like Magispector, Cat Nekamata here. It doesn't really matter. He's going to get drolled. End phase, the Bambuku's going to go to extra deck, and that's going to be the end of the turn. End of battle phase, we're going to go evenly matched, banishing some of these face down. Going to be banishing the Misaya, the Cyclone, and the... I think that was a QB? QB, yeah. So that leaves us with Ogama and QB in hand. We're going to normal summon the best starter on our deck, Wicked Booster Turbo Leader. We're going to use its effect, banishing from the deck a copy of... Damn, could you like choose something already, Mira? No effect on summon. Okay. We're then going to link it off for a Protomotor. Trigger the Protomotor, banishing the Turbo Leader from the graveyard. And then trigger the Turbo Leader's effect in the graveyard to special summon a monster from the deck, which will be Wicked Booster Metal Maestro. Metal Maestro's effect will activate on summon to search for Wicked Booster Vicious Highway, and now we can finally get off to the races. We're going to activate Vicious Highway and use its effect to set a Wicked Booster Fusion directly from the deck. And then we're going to trigger its effect to Fusion Summon using the monsters from our hand or field. Oh no, we're going to trigger its effect to send the Ash and search the Zero Motor first. Then we're going to use its effect fusing the Metal Maestro and the Zero Motor to summon a Stretch Motor. Then use the Stretch Motor's effect to pop the Ogama. And then Meowli's going to draw, and it's going to be a copy of Nekomata. Unfortunately, these scales do not line up, and Meowli is going to admit defeat. We're going to go to game 3. Meowli's going to choose to go first, and I'm going to be very interested to see what techs they each bring. Dimension Shifter is a very strange card for Harpy to bring to this duel. It does very, very little against Magispector, so it confuses me as to why it's here. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring is absolutely correct, though. Meowli, as we can see, is playing a very funny card, a Pointer of the Red Lotus, which is probably going to be banishing Vicious Highway from Harpy's hand at the beginning of their turn. Standby phase, they're going to trigger Shifter, and we're going to normal summon QB. We're then going to activate the effect of QB to search for a trap from the deck. We're going to search for Tempest. We're then going to link summon 1 with QB. Does this override? I need to look this up. Hold on. If a pendulum monster is under Shifter. Huh. It gets banished. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Today I learned something. So the that does just discard it. It doesn't send it to the graveyard like I think Vela does. Yep, so those reveals are going to do nothing. We're going to set 3 and we're going to pass a turn. In the draw phase, we're going to activate a Pointer of the Red Lotus, paying 1,500 life, or playing 2,000 life points it is, isn't it? Yeah. Revealing Meowli's hand, which is Yata Misaya, and we're going to be banishing Vicious Highway, I'd imagine. Yep. Meowli knows what the best card to banish is. Those 2 cards are going to go straight back to hand, and we're going to normal summon Wicked Booster Metal Maestro, trigger its effect to search for, I think, another Vicious Highway, actually. But it's going to get negated by the Magispector Tempest, banishing this Inukami in order to negate and banish this Metal Maestro. We're then going to set 2, and we're going to just pass the turn, I believe. Vicious Highway is going to return to the hand as per Red Lotus' effect. The norm and the draw is Majesty's Pegasus. We're going to normal summon Magispector Crow Yata and use its effect to search for a spell card, which is going to be Magispector Cyclone. Oh, Magispector is just gaining advantage off of every single summon. We're going to activate Majesty's Pegasus, tributing the Yata in order to summon from the deck a Bambuku. Probably want another monster in this situation. Oh, you've started using it. Bambuku, yeah, Bambuku effect to search for Ogama. And then we're going to link for the Inukami, and we're going to reveal the 2. Excavate top 7. We're going to add Kyubi to hand, and we're going to add Ogama to hand. Very interesting. Ogama's probably being used here as a scale, most likely. We're going to activate Misaya Ogama, and we're going to scale 3. We're going to go Kyubi Ogama, setting the Tempest and adding a Tempest. Overlay 2 for the Mega Whale, and we're going to summon a bunch of tokens, and we're going to win the game off the back of it. If you've never seen number 119 Mega Whale, this is a very strong OTK resource that Magispectors in particular have access to in this format. During your main phase 1, you detach a material from this card, special summon as many whale tokens as possible with 1500 attack, 1500 defense, and then it becomes the battle phase immediately. At the end of the battle phase, all whale tokens are destroyed, and then both players take 300 for each monster destroyed by battle, and all whale tokens destroyed this turn, and then the opponent will draw a card, but that doesn't matter because they are usually going to be dead as they were in this scenario. Congratulations to the 4 top cut duelists, and congratulations further to everyone who participated. These tournaments aren't possible without you, so it's wonderful to see so many people taking part. If you want to be a part of the next EXU Battleground, make sure you check out the Discord link in the description. As always, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and tell us what you thought down in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more custom card content, and click the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we upload. That's all from me for this Battleground report. Report closed.